So I don't care whether you've been doing this 20 days, 20 months, or 20 years. When you're in the middle of a deal or you're preparing for a deal, or how many of you have left a deal? You spent 2 hours on a deal and you drove home and you couldn't go to sleep that night because you're like, what did I miss? What could I have done? What could I have said? 2010 is about solutions. It's about never missing a deal. It's about being in the right attitude, having the right approach, the perfect approach this year, and being able to pull the trigger and take action. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, that demand will be on you in 2010. How do I grab market share for my competition? How do I prepare my salespeople and my management team so they're ready when the action, the opportunity takes place? There's 5 different budget closes right here. You tell me one salesperson on this planet that wouldn't use this material to prepare for a close. Let's say he knows number 1, he then clicks to number 2. See, you could actually have salespeople generating traffic and find that they'll prospect more because they can close more. You want to write this down. Guys that prospect know how to close. People that don't close don't prospect. Because why would I? If I don't know what to do with somebody, why would I close them? How can your people come to the dealership and have a great attitude if they don't know what to do to finish a deal up? This information right here, there's 200 specific closes sitting in this module right here. Money, stalls, product, and time closes. We have another 320 segments being downloaded this week just to handle objections to any part of the road to the sale, whether it was on the incoming call, the outbound call, calling back showroom traffic, trying to prospect someone, or on the internet, or even if you're trying to demo a vehicle. I don't want to drive the vehicle, then the salesperson could actually go and find that data. He could find a stall, okay? I need to talk to my wife, and he would go look at these four spouse stalls, 2 unavailable party closes. I need to think about it. I demonstrated this in a Lexus store in Houston, Texas, maybe 3 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago. I gave the guy a username and password. I left him with the username and password, hung up the phone. Salesperson had been selling vehicles for 15 or 16 years, 7 o'clock at night, goes to the desk and it says the guy needs to think about it. The general manager there, or the general sales manager there, had this open, hit I need to think about it. I immediately pop up and start saying, oh, well, this is what I would do, and if that one doesn't work, go to number 2, and if that one doesn't work, go to number 3, and if that one doesn't work, go to number 4, number 5. It only take about 108 seconds. And what happened for that store is the salesperson went back, rather than giving money away, used think about it, close number 2, close the deal, shut it down, $5,200 happy ending, and claims that had he not had that information in real time, when he needed it, pertinent to the situation, providing him with a solution to a real situation, he would not have closed that deal. So this is a piece of technology that you should consider some kind of way, management, particularly upper management. This year, whatever money you're going to invest in solutions or in training, think in terms of does it provide a solution where your people have real solutions 24 hours a day. And look, I'm going to sell as many of this 24-hour virtual training product. I'm not showing you this to sell it to you right now. We'd love to do a presentation. I'm not worried about selling this. Everybody that's seen it has bought it, literally, except for one client. And I'm showing this to you to talk to you about solutions, whether it's your CRM, whatever you're doing on the internet, social networking, your worksheet, either your Foursquare or your e-pencil knockoff worksheet, whatever you're doing, if it doesn't close deals today, it don't matter. Today, 2010 is about grabbing market share. How do I wrap a deal up? It's not about customer satisfaction. It's how do I finish a client? And I think you guys would agree with that. How do I finish a deal, close a deal? What can I do to make sure we actually gain market share? Remember, when things are good, market share is very difficult to grab. When things are tough, This is your moment to grab your piece of the pie. So, and you do that by providing your people with solutions. That means Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, they have to be ready. Management, your job is to keep your people ready when it happens. And you never know, in this environment that's going to be sluggish, you never know when it's going to happen. So, Duncan, I want to open it up to any questions maybe that I'm not seeing that you're seeing that I could answer.
Yeah, I think we had a question come in. What is the number from Chris? Wants to know what the number one thing that they can do to ensure their success in 2010.
Well, if you know, this is what I think. I think first of all, the most important thing in every situation is attitude. Like, how do I keep my people's attitude right? So in my organization, the first thing I'm going to think of is, hey, how do I keep Nick and Jen and Sasan and Mona? How do I keep my partner in Orlando and the Cardone group and Derek and the guys? How do I keep everybody positive? Well, one way to keep people positive is to provide them with solutions. You got to give people solutions. What is the solutions to a difficult market? See, CNN, CNBC, Fox TV, ABC, CBS, they don't give you solutions, man. All they do is tell you about the flu. They tell you about the flu, and if that doesn't scare you, they tell you about terrorism. If that doesn't scare you, they put Susie Orman on TV, and that'll definitely scare you because she'll tell you never to spend another penny. So the first thing you have to correct in every situation, before you put a CRM or a social networking, look, if it doesn't increase solutions, which means change people's attitudes, because if you give me a solution to a flat tire, I have a good attitude about a flat tire. The reason my attitude goes out with a flat tire is because I hadn't changed one in so long, I wouldn't know what to do. So when you give me the number to AAA and he tells me he's going to be there in 2 minutes, my attitude changes because I solved my problem because I ain't changing the tire. Because it'll take me 3 weeks to change a tire. So the point is, you got to give your people solutions. When I come to the desk and I'm like, look, the payments are too high, and you tell me, get back in there and get a commitment, man, that ain't a solution, man. You just took my attitude and threw me back into the dump. And you guys, everybody that's on this call right now knows attitude is everything. But this year, in 2010, you got to fight the people that are trying to sell a bad attitude to your people. So I would never say technology is the first solution. Look what technology did for us today. It shut me down, right? So as soon as I come up with a solution, man, all of a sudden I'm like, okay, I'm back up and running again. I got a problem solved. That's why whatever you do this year, if you tell your people, go stand in the service lane and prospect. Okay, good, man, but look, the reality is only 10% of the people that come to your service lane stay in your service lane. 90% of them just want to go home. So you really haven't given your people a good solution. The best solution would be for them to get on the phone at 9 o'clock and call the 90% of the people that went to the office and are coming back tonight and offer them same payment. The best solution would be, hey, why don't we print a worksheet up, pick out a car for the guy, don't ask him what he wants, just pick a car out for him and show him what his payments would be on that vehicle, and go present it at his office. So that's what I would say. Fix the attitude first, then fix the approach. Make sure the approach fits with a solution, and then demand that your people take more action. Don't ask them, don't try, demand they either take more action or join the unemployment line. Because either way, they're going to end up in the unemployment line. If they don't do this, they're going to be unemployed. They're just going to work for you. So I would get seriously unreasonable with your people, knowing that if the market's off 30%, everybody either has to get 30% better, 30% faster, 30% stronger, or somebody's going to have to work 30% longer, unless you guys are willing to accept the 30% off. I don't know about you, but I can't accept it.